but before this ruling, and this was expected, I was making the argument the Supreme Court sided with liberals on key cases, and yet they got no credit for it. The court, for instance, rejected a legal theory this week, which would have essentially given state legislatures unchecked control over federal elections. Sound ruling. Trump-appointed justices Kavanaugh, Coney Barrett sided with Chief Justice Roberts and the court's liberals in the 6-3 decision. Came on the heels of the court ruling that an Alabama district violated Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act. Yet some on the left would have you believe that this is still a purely partisan court that will only make decisions for partisan advantage.
And they've begun to make very, very radical, extreme, and activist rulings that are remaking society in basic ways. It poses a threat, I think, to our notions of democracy.
They have destroyed the credibility of the court, the far right has.
They've created an absolute illegitimate far right-wing Supreme Court that is poised to overturn rights that have been enshrined in law for generations. And this is a clear and present danger to our country.
And now this week, President Biden weighing in on this issue in the wake of the affirmative action ruling.
I think that some of the court are beginning to realize their legitimacy is being questioned in ways that hadn't been questioned in the past.
Yes, this is a very, very conservative court, often too conservative for a political and legal moderate like me. But just because they make some decisions you don't agree with doesn't mean that they're corrupt or in some way illegitimate. Nick, does that bother you, the phrase illegitimate?
Yeah, it does, because this is always a political consideration. And, you know, if your first move after losing a couple of court decisions is to say, well, the whole thing is illegitimate.
So Donald Trump does, by the way, too.
No, absolutely. This is not a partisan issue. This is to try and delegitimate the court because you don't like its decisions, strikes me not only as wrong, but a losing strategy.
I don't think just a decision alone is reason to consider the court illegitimate, but I do think taking trips funded by clearly partisan billionaires, having those clearly partisan billionaires buy houses for your family members, and by the way, these billionaires, and I know we're all talking to Harlan, that they are also on the record of having business interests that are relevant to issues coming before the court. So that is the type of
that case, the Harlan Crow case was a 9-0 decision. I mean, it's like, the point is, if you actually want to talk about the decisions, and that's what they're talking about, people are talking about the decisions of the court are illegitimate because they think that they're so wrong-headed.
But the decisions of the court are reflective of the conservative agenda priorities in our country, and increasingly they are becoming more aligned with those GOP priorities.
Somebody like Clarence Thomas, is widely disliked, on the left and even by people in the center. Mark Tushnet, a very left-wing legal scholar, has, wrote a book saying that, Clarence Thomas is actually working out a very thoughtful, internally consistent legal philosophy to kind of delegitimate him. I think there's something wrong when you're getting the types of perks he's getting. I don't think it's influencing.
But I'm saying this is what is adding to the air of
No, what is adding to it is the president saying this is an illegitimate decision because I don't agree.
It is reasonable to question the judgment of some of the justices as it relates to their personal activities. It is unreasonable to try to categorize the entirety of the court as illegitimate. It is wildly irresponsible and dangerous for the President of the United States to get on national TV to do it. And I think it is all crystallized by somebody like Chuck Schumer. Maybe I'm a little biased, but the man got on Twitter and on television after a 9-0 decision by the court and said the MAGA extremist court has struck once again. I think, again, that is dishonest, it is reckless, and if your concern is the type of, verbose kind of divisiveness in our politics, everyone across the board should be saying it is wrong, and yet it won't happen because, again,
then when are the Republicans going to start saying it's wrong that they're taking money?
Shake my hand. We can start right now.
Great, but unfortunately, you're not in elected office yet. I want to hear somebody that's in elected office saying that this is illegitimate, unethical to be taking money.
But there's a difference between illegitimate and unethical. I mean, I know it's a word, it's playing with words, but it does make a difference.
But institutions are a function of the people who inhabit them. And we have justices that have compromised their ethics, and that is leading to an overall air of illegitimacy for the institution.
But what we're seeing here, too, is like the entire political system is kind of circling the drain. Over the past 50 years, an immense evacuation of trust and confidence in the federal government, in all of its particulars. And this type of rhetoric isn't going to help.
And by the way,
that.
thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.